It is a day before Christmas, and at the city gate of the Federal Capital Territory, there isn't a decoration in sight. But then Abuja is known to be quite empty during the Yuletide, as most residents take the time to make what some call a yearly pilgrimage home.
We are like the Israelites. We always go home for our census, and Christmas is our census.
Tempers flared at the Nnamdi Azikiwe airport. Air Peace has just cancelled the flight to Benin, and the refund to these customers will be in 3 weeks.
It's pathetic because they said they cannot land in Benin. But Jalingo, Kaduna, it's very foggy. They can land there, but for some reason they can't land in Benin. So it's strange.
And my anger is that passengers who are here who don't have money to travel by road, what would they do? What they announced that it will take 3 weeks for you to get a refund. So those who doesn't have money to travel and they must travel by road, what do? They wait. We paid for money for services not rendered for the past 3 weeks.
For those who dare the horrors of Nigeria's roads, the Yuletide season came with the usual exorbitant price hike, even though there's no fuel scarcity this year.
Everything kind of skyrocketed. Sometimes the fuel scarcity, there is no fuel scarcity, so I don't think it's fuel. I think people just hike prices because they think it's Christmas and all that.
And I traveled actually from Lagos down here. The cost was about 8,500 before, I think, last 2 weeks or so. But when I left yesterday, it was 10,500.
Attend to life.
This driver is worried about the spate of armed robbery attacks on the roads in western Nigeria.
Me, I left Lagos day before yesterday. Immediately I left, people behind me, they stopped at Ife toll gate more than 3 hours because of armed robber in Osun State, especially Ilesha Express, that double lane. What people are facing there is very terrible.
At the Wuse market, traders complain of poor patronage. The customers say, though there is no noticeable price hike, basic amenities are still not affordable.
In Abuja, precisely, is workers. We have workers. We don't have many companies. So everybody depends on what the government will do. Contractors depend on government. Everybody is on government. So if the government did not bring out money, Abuja will survive.
Cost of things is not so that expensive, but there is no money. So we just have to. Since it's festive period, we just have to.
Despite all this, you can still feel the magic in the air. An extra smile as people walk by. That cheer and goodwill that accompanies every Christmas. And most importantly, the hope that things will get better. Yes, Nigerians are some of the most resilient people on the planet. But it takes something truly wonderful to bring it out of them. And Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year. Kayla Megwa, Channels Television News.
Well, she is going to give us a lot more from where she is at the moment, and we're talking about Kayla. Hello, Kayla.
Hi, Chamberlain. Can you hear us?
Yes, indeed. Loud and clear. Go ahead now.
It's a lot better here. Okay, so we were inside of the church at the time and praise and worship was going on. We're at the Family Worship Center in Wuye in Abuja, and it's been wonderful. It's a beautiful day. There's a lot of goodwill and cheer, and I think this comes with every Christmas season, you know, knowing that there is hope. You know, I think that's the overwhelming message, the fact that there is hope regardless of how bad things may be. And you know, despite how, you know, things are hard, we're around the FCT yesterday, drove around, went to see a few people, see how things are working at the markets, at the airport, at the motor parks. Even though there was a lot of craziness and a lot of complaints, but somehow people still turned up for church. I'm seeing a lot of people so well dressed here, you know, coming to serve God and be thankful for the, you know, for the season and, you know, the fact that we saw another Christmas despite everything, Chamberlain.
I mean, I'm just wondering, much as yes, lots of people are going to come right there. I wish I could catch up with you there as well. But what do they have planned out much later when they leave there today? Have you been able to pick the brains of anyone whatsoever?
message for the Nigerian this particular Christmas season? You know, every message we've heard is from Pope Francis to the Queen of England. It was always about tolerance, you know, accepting people who are different from you, you know, taking opinions that are different from yours, accepting an inclusive planet. And I think that's the message, you know, that, you know, it's trickling down here to Nigeria, where we're, you know, trying to get used to the fact that it's a different world, you know, and people are different and they have different views and whatnot. And of course, the elections coming up, there's a lot of talk of tolerance and, you know, non-violence and trying to see if we can get along. I think that's the message, you know, this particular Christmas season, and I think it's one that resonates very deeply with Nigerians, especially the ones that we're seeing here at Family Worship Center in Uye. It's a very interesting time in the FCT, and a few people are around us, and they're going to be talking to us really shortly. I think we even have one of them coming up to us right now. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Please tell us your name, please.
My name is Shegun Salami.
Tell us about this season, this Christmas season. There's a smile on your face, so I'm thinking things are good.
Fantastic. The birth of the Lord Jesus Christ is nothing to be compared about it. It's the birth that brought joy, salvation, peace, and it's love. That's really so. And as a Christian, we celebrate the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ for a purpose of salvation that it brought to us. So, and that is why we are here today to celebrate as a family. Merry Christmas.
I think that's the theme here, Family Worship Center. So it's a very family-oriented place. In fact, I was listening to Pastor Wilson earlier, and he was saying, you know, thank God Jesus came in the first place. So what's the message? What are you taking from today and you're going to share with people who are around you, people that you know and love?
Heart of it all, the Prince of Peace is born. So peace is what it's all about. We celebrate today. It brought peace to the world. Peace. As a nation, Nigeria, what we need now is peace. And it brought the peace. And we are celebrating it.
Thank you so much for speaking. Thank you so much for speaking with us. And you see, that's something that we've noticed, really, everyone talking about peace. So that means all of the programs that have been going on, talking about tolerance and peace and non-violence, that means it's working, I think, because a lot of people have the same message. We're going to be talking to one more person who's going to be letting us know what they're taking away from today's Christmas message. Peace, tolerance, and everyone, you know, trying to, you know, see if everyone can get along. We'll just talk to one more person before we wrap up this morning. Good morning to you, madam.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Please tell us your name.
My name is Ijoma Okoronkwo.
Tell us about today's message.
Today is the season that we remember the birth of Jesus. We remember how God has sent his son to save us. And it's a day of joy. It's a day of understanding what giving is. Because God gave his son to us, and we should also give out in love.
Thank you so much for speaking with us. That's another message this Christmas season, isn't it? Giving, giving, giving. And a lot of people, you know, sharing all of that this particular Christmas season. Back to you, Chamberlain.